We might have seen a lot of bizarre trends on social media, yet Lil Mar or Lamar Cruz, a not-so-famous rapper, confessing to and justifying his nastiest crimes on his YouTube channel tops the list. And by nasty, we mean the worst possible offenses you could possibly think of. Indulging in minors? Check. Molestation? Check. Recording all of this on camera? Check. Going to jail? Check. And the worst of it all, boasting about them all? Check. For those who still can't guess why Lil Mar has the audience in the chokehold, he is no ordinary law offender. He was always known for his attention-seeking antics on his social media, but people never took him seriously until one day he was convicted of being a sex offender and jailed for it too. He happened to not only target minors, but later on brag about it too. His runny mouth has got him in trouble more times than you can count. His first offense on record would be the number 14. It's practically tattooed on Lil Mar's online presence. Why, you ask? Well, it turns out he was involved in a disturbing incident with another adult and a 14-year-old girl in a Walmart parking lot. It all started with an article titled "ATC Colombian Men Accused of Assaulting a Girl in Walmart Parking Lot," which was published on October 23, 2019. Police records showed that Lil Mar and Huff were charged with criminal sexual conduct against a minor between the age of 11 and 14. Later, police arrested Lil Mar and his partner in crime, Rendell Huff. Mar claims it was a misunderstanding, but the courts didn't buy it. He got slapped with 6 years, but only served 4 months thanks to a plea deal. While he has been in jail for a few months, that hasn't deterred him from his twisted ways. Instead, he claims the accusation is BS. And if that isn't enough boosting, he has made several videos about his time in jail.
Yeah, basically I did 4 months. So you guys remember when I caught that charge in 2019? Now, obviously, I had to take a plea deal.
Now, you might be wondering how Lil Mar even got famous in the first place. Well, it wasn't for his music, that's for sure. No, it was a cringe-worthy video about him losing his V-card. He paid for it, and then he mocked others for being virgins. Classy, right? The fact that his first girlfriend was a 16-year-old makes the situation far worse. You'd be surprised to find out how many minors he got entangled with. Lil Mar is known for a video titled "You Won't Believe What I Did to the McChicken." One might think this is clickbait, but let me tell you, you seriously won't believe what he did to the McChicken in the video.
I'm so horny, and I haven't found any girls recently to have sex with. What should I do? It can't be that bad, can it? It's gonna be so amazing.
He engaged in a rather unorthodox act with a McChicken sandwich, and then, gulp, be it. If you need to shield your eyes and skip ahead, I totally understand. But this is literally the least inappropriate thing he has done. Lil Mar also had a little rendezvous with a homeless woman. He offered her shelter in exchange for favors.
And I had sex with her. I told her that I had a place for her to live because she was homeless.
According to Lil Mar's own posts, he dropped her off in an abandoned house and then doused his car in Febreze, claiming she smelled like fish. His explanation was that the house he left her in wasn't actually abandoned, as if that counts.
And I really didn't think it through, honestly, because I didn't know, I didn't have a plan really. I just decided to take her and leave her at this house, which was a little bit, I'll admit.
He has also had intercourse with an autistic girl. Obviously, like always, he had to be the one to publicize this 90% of his other crimes. This time around, his explanation was that the girl wasn't really autistic.
I made a sex tape with this girl. She's not actually autistic.
A YouTube video where Lil Mar claims to impregnate a minor, a 14-year-old. Let's see how he justified that. According to him, he started this rumor to get views, when in reality the girl wasn't even pregnant.
I was trolling and y'all are still going on with this. Y'all made up something about...
Another sadistic twist to his version of the story is that the girl was legal and Lil Mar just lied about her age for attention. How sick is that?
And for two, she wasn't 14. I made that up. So, there was no 14-year-old at all. The whole thing was a lie. Her being pregnant and her being 14.
Lil Mar has taken it too far, and it seems like nothing can stop him at this point. He has been making headlines for reasons that have nothing to do with his singing talent or the lack thereof, which is where we drop another bombshell. That most of you might not have had a single Lil Mar song in life and probably never will. He has 26 rap videos up on his YouTube channel, none of which have succeeded to make a mark.
This bitch, you know what the fuck going on. All 2018 gonna have your bitch doing the mar. Nah, for real. Yeah, do the mar. Yeah, do the mar. Yeah, whoa.
In fact, Many call him a self-proclaimed rapper who likes to believe he knows what he is doing. And not just any rapper, one who makes music so terrible, it'll make your ears bleed. Since his music career is a flop so far, he must have had to find other ways to keep afloat, right? Apparently, he chose truck driving and pizza delivery at first, which seemed like a fair option.
Well, I tried to go into work today at my job at Domino's, and turns out I got fired.
A normal, hard-working man who is trying everything in his power to make ends meet right. Wrong, because Lil Ma decided he wanted a more adventurous career than that. So he went and became an adult content creator. He has a pretty extensive adult video career with no chill whatsoever, which explains his sexually deviant nature. He likes to think of himself as the daredevil ringmaster, when in reality he is nothing but a nuisance. And that is why we all can agree that he needs to be stopped, even if we consider the possibility of him lying about all of this for views and attention. Thankfully, as more and more people started finding out about his content, their rage resulted in a need to stop him from going any further. So there have been schemes to trap and expose him further to get the authorities to notice him. Not that he isn't doing that himself. In this quest, someone pretended to be a 17-year-old girl to catch him red-handed. As expected, Lil Ma showed up just to find out it was a setup. But did he stop? No. Did he make a video about it? Absolutely.
And she said she was gonna let me and I'm here, and now she says she's not gonna let me
Are you gonna let him Like, do you see this?
Come on.
He's so ugly.
He has been receiving so much hate, which is completely justified. A Twitter user tweeted, "Lil Ma is top 5 worst things to ever come from the internet." Another one said, "Lil Ma is officially banned from Canada. God is good, but none of this bothers him. In fact, it seems like he lives for that." Much to everyone's horror, he likes to think of himself as a motivational speaker.
I just want to let you guys know that and understand where I'm coming from and why I'm so public about this. Like I said, I'm a motivational speaker. It's literally in my Instagram bio. That's what I do.
What's even more shocking is that social media platforms like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter allow Lil Ma to keep posting his antics despite his reprehensible actions. He has a massive fan following on Instagram with 53 followers. And that's not even the end of it. It's like he has no fear of the world, and instead wants everybody to acknowledge his deranged ways. Some of his attention-seeking antics can be labeled as weird and unnecessary, like when Lil Ma decided to get a face tattoo that reads lonely. He then later must have had second thoughts because he started a GoFundMe campaign to remove it. What a costly and embarrassing mistake to make. But others which have already been mentioned clearly tell that weird is not the only adjective we should be using to describe him. The most suitable label can't even be mentioned. But we'll leave you with a little hint. It starts with pedo and ends at file.